I'm either looking real cute right now or bald. So, yeah. You tell me in the comments below. Why am I so nervous? I don't know. My palms are sweating. Anyway, I don't really know how to do this anymore, but hi. Today, I'm going to share with you some things that you should know before your freshman year of college. These aren't really geared towards academics, they're more social. If you guys want more tips, make sure you guys comment down below and I'll make sure to make a whole nother video because I have a lot of things that I learned this year, but these are more on the social aspect, not necessarily like how to get good grades and things like that. So anyway, let's just get started. As always, I will have any sort of extra tips down below as well as just clarifications on some tips that I say. So if you guys want a more scripted and written version of that, it's down below. So the first tip I have for you guys is it's okay to not be okay. Now I know that's pretty cheesy, but it's true. From high school to college, it's a huge transition, especially if you're going out of state or away. If you're still living at home, it's kind of sort of similar. It's still very different than high school, but most people are moving a few hours, few hours out of state, things like that. Sorry. But you most likely are not going to be with the same friends that you were in high school, and you might be moving away, so you might not even be close to your family anymore, and it's just overall a hard transition. So it's okay, allow yourself to be a little sad, you know? When I went away for summer, every single time I got on the phone with my mom, I cried, and that's perfectly okay. That is perfectly okay. Don't think that you are some crazy person for being sad that you miss your friends. That's fine. So allow yourself some time to just adjust. Just get used to classes, don't overwork yourself, and just adjust. My second tip kind of goes along with my first. It's don't have too high of expectations. Now, obviously, you can dream huge, but I'm just saying, like, friend-wise, just connecting with people straight off the bat, don't have too high of expectations with that, because most likely you won't be 100% best friends with your roommate, you won't be 100% best friends with your hallmates, and if you are, that's amazing, but for most people, that's not the case. You know, it's okay not to connect with your roommates as much as you would like, but just don't get your expectations too high that you're going to meet and have best friends right off the bat, and not even friend-wise. Don't expect that you are going to get all A's in college, because getting A's in college is a lot harder than getting A's in high school, and that's just what it is. I got all A's in high school pretty much, except for a few here and there, and I almost ended up with my first C this semester. So just don't have too high of expectations. Now, that's not to say keep on working really hard towards getting those grades, making those friends, but just don't get your expectations too high to where you are going to feel really bad about yourself that you aren't getting those grades or you aren't making those friends right off the bat. So tip number 3 is to be open to conversation. And what I mean by this is college is the perfect opportunity to network and connect with others as well as learn from others. So try to make friends, or just try to make at least connections right off the bat when you first get into college, because you never know who you're going to need 10 years down the road. You know, you might find out that your old college pal is a graphic designer and you need someone to help make your website. So you just never know. Those connections can be very helpful down the road and should be very helpful down the road. And also, what I mean by this is just when you're sitting alone, like studying maybe, or when you're just walking, have your headphones out, really be present in the moment, because you never know who you're going to run into. There's actually been pretty much all my friends I've just ran into randomly, whether that be in the parking lot or whether they sat down next to me, and that has worked. So you never know where you're going to meet people. Most of the time it's not in your dorm, not near your dorm. So just try to be present in the moment more, and maybe you'll meet more people. Maybe you won't, but maybe you will. So that's what I mean by that tip. Tip number 4 is it's okay to party, but remember why you are there. So I know some people do actually go to college for social life. And if you do, keep on doing you, keep on going out and having fun. And I'm not saying you can't have fun, but just there are times where you should remember that you are there for the education. And like, for example, when my friends wanted me to go out to the club and I had a huge test the day after, it's probably not that smart to go to a club when I have a test the next day after. So just learn to say no and just remind yourself in tougher situations, what's my main purpose here? What am I doing here? And most of the time it's to get a college education. So you just want to make that your top priority. So it's okay to say no sometimes, and you should really learn to say no, because there will be situations where you should put school first instead of going out to eat or going out to party. So if you guys are liking these tips so far, make sure you guys subscribe down below. That would mean the world to me. I will have some really fun and exciting videos out very soon, so get ready for that. And again, I will also try to upload 3 times a week. We will see. I will have to do a bunch of pre-filming. So just make sure you subscribe and push the bell notification so you guys don't miss out on another video. Another tip is to keep your resume on hand. And if you guys haven't created one already, I would really recommend creating one, because it's really important in college. There's a ton of opportunities where you can go to career expos, internship expos, where there are a bunch of employers, and you obviously need to hand them your resume and connect with them, see if you are a good fit for your company. But besides that, maybe you'll see a job on campus that you want that just opened, and you have to turn it in by that next day. Having a resume on hand is really nice because you can either turn in that one or tweak it a little bit to what you are doing and then turn it in. Tip number 6 is to not feel stuck with your major. You can always change it. And in fact, I think it was like something like 70 or 80% of college students change their major at least once, which is absolutely insane. For me, I was actually going to college for film school, and then I changed it because I sadly did not get in. But I did change it to marketing, and to be honest, I was really considering changing it to accounting, and yeah. So it's marketing right now, but I'm still open to other opportunities. But just don't feel stuck, because you really aren't stuck. I mean, there are, for example, like me, I had a lot of credits to where I already had an associate's degree going into college, so it was a little harder because I did have to go straight into my major classes, but I could still change, you know? So just don't feel stuck with your major. If you really don't like it, change it. And also, if you don't like your major but you don't know what you want to do, join some clubs, talk to upper level classmen, talk to your advisors. You have so many opportunities there at your school. Every school does. So just use those resources and really define what you want to do, and then you can pick a major from there. But yeah, do not feel stuck, because you aren't. So the last tip I have for you guys is you get what you put into it. This isn't like high school at all, where you have announcements saying what clubs are available to you on that date. It's not. You're going to have to do your digging, but it's totally worth it. You know, these clubs teach you what you want to do. Internships, they obviously teach you what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And they just provide you with resources that you can use in the future. There are plenty of opportunities that are available to you at any school you go to. You just have to find them yourself and do them yourself, because there's not going to be someone to hold your hand and say, you should probably do this. I can recommend stuff to you. If you want, comment down below. I'll recommend anything to you. What you get is what you put into it. That's all I can really say. Also, side tip though. If you want to do a lot of successful things in college, find friends who are like-minded. I have this one friend, he's on student government, and I have this another friend, he just kind of created his own business. So, you know, I am surrounding myself with people that want to be successful just like me, and it's really nice because A, it motivates me, but B, I'm finding out stuff that I probably wouldn't have found out on my own. So, it's really nice, and thanks you two. I think you know who you are, hopefully. but thanks. Anyway, just surround yourself with people who you want to be like. Again, down below, there will be a few extra tips for you guys, so make sure you guys go check that out. And leave a comment if you want, asking me anything about college, and I will make sure to reply to you guys. Also, while you're down there, make sure to subscribe. I couldn't even say it. Subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. And I really like making this content for you guys. It really is very fun, and I am glad I am back. So yeah.